But before the video even starts, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know that I accidentally butchered some of the towns in Europe and cities in this video. So if I did that to all my European viewers who see this, I apologize. I also called the Asia part of Russia Europe, so yeah. I just want to let you know that I did make a few small errors in this video, so yeah, just figured I'd put that in there. I figured somebody would pinpoint it out or something, so I apologize about that. We also, over here on Roaring Skies, we don't get rid of our bloopers. We keep those in just to show you guys that we are human and do make mistakes, and I'm going to keep that in just in case you guys need something to laugh at for the day. So, with that being said, enjoy the video. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Roaring Skies. My name is Nick, aka Weatherborn Nick, and in this video, I got another cool thing to show you guys about this site called the Tornado Archive. And I may actually title this video called Tornadoes Overseas, or something like Thank All Violent Tornadoes Occur in the U.S. Watch This, or something like that, y'all. But before this video starts, how are you all doing? Hope all of you are doing well. Hope all of you are staying safe in this crazy weather season. Hope all is well your way. And to all my people who live up in northern Illinois and around Wisconsin, how are you after that tornado outbreak that just occurred just literally a few days ago? All those tornadoes that happened up north. I hope all of you are okay, and with the flooding and everything that's going on, I hope all of you are staying safe out there. But yeah. But thank you for tuning in to this video, and after this video is concluded, I hope you learn a thing or two from this. But in this video, a couple videos ago, I showed you guys the Tornado Archive and some tornadoes that occurred in Illinois and Missouri. Now we're going to be changing things up a little bit. We're going to be doing tornadoes in Europe. So yeah. Believe it or not, there have been F4 and F5 tornadoes that have occurred overseas in Europe. So yeah. And once again, this site right here, the Tornado Archive, I love it because it shows you so many things. But I'm going to try to put this on the screen for all of you to see. So there we go. Yeah. This right here is a map of Europe right here. Well, let me zoom out a little more so you can see it. But as you can see, we have the ratings right here. And we're just going to start off with unknown. And as you can see, that takes up quite a bit. Then F0, F1 or EF1, F2 and EF2, EF3 and F3, EF4 and F4, and EF5 and F5. But yeah, this right here, I'm just going to put all this on the screen right here. Look at all these tornadoes that have occurred over in Europe. Let's just take a yander, shall we? We have some that occurred over in Russia. We have some that have occurred over here in Belarus, Ukraine, Moldova, Romania, Serbia, and then it looks like one right here too. We have some that have occurred over in Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, and even Italy, and even some parts of Africa too. So yeah. But let's get started on the. And in this video, I want to show that intense to violent tornadoes can occur overseas. So we're going to start off with F2 and EF2 because, like I said, EF0 and EF1 are going to make up a good majority of the tornadoes. But let's look at the EF2s. Wow, Germany. Germany is a hot spot for tornadoes for F2s and EF2s. Let's just take a yander. Look at all these yellow dots and like stuff right here. Also, the UK has a few of its own as well. I'm going to check out this one right here. Let's see what this one is. Oops, I can't click it. There we go. 1938, July 8th, 1938. The path length was 75 kilometers. That's a crazy thing to think about overseas, because usually something like this occurs in the Great Plains. But yeah, let's look. There's a couple over here in Poland, France, Spain, and Portugal, Italy, and some in Romania too. So that's even crazier like that. And there's even some that have occurred in Ireland too. So yeah, let's check over on Big Bad Boy Russia. Yep. And here we go. To any Russian people who may watch my channel, it just fascinates me how this country has such a, I mean, over here by Russia, there is a lot of, flat land and stuff. But over here, as you go this way, towards Siberia, still seeing tornado indicators is mind-boggling to me. So yeah, that's crazy to think about too. Now let's go to F3 and EF3. And my, oh my, look at Germany and France. there sure is a lot of F3 and EF3s that have occurred, and there's even a decently long track one over here in Poland. This one occurred on, let me go down for you. It would reach a width of 900 meters, tragically kill 2 people and injure 40, and be on the ground for 60 kilometers. And it would touch down on August 15th, 2008. So yeah, pretty far. And this one right here looks like it touched down in northern Belarus, and looks like it almost crossed the border into Russia. So yeah, let's check this one out. June 17th, 1849, an F3 tornado would touch down in Belarus, and the tornado would be on the ground for 115 kilometers and tragically kill 1 person and have a width of 80 meters. So yeah, that's crazy. There's even some over here in Estonia, Denmark, Finland. Let's check out this one all the way over here in Finland. Oh, it just has a rating of F3, but it did occur on July 11th, 1934, so that's another thing. But I mentioned over here in Siberia. I'm going to take a look at these tornadoes over by Siberia. This tornado would occur on July 25th, 2001, travel for 70 kilometers, and reach a width of 1,550 meters. So yeah, that's crazy. But like I said, Germany and France, you might as well call this the Kansas and Oklahoma of Europe, because look at all of these tornadoes. Look at them. And there's even some I think occurred. Oh, I was going to say it looks like one was over here in Luxembourg, but no, sir, I guess not. And there's even one over here. There's even a couple over here in Italy too, near Rome. Let's just check out one of these three. The one that looks like it went right through the heart of Rome. So let's check it out, shall we? June 12th, 1749. Path length was 37 kilometers, and the path width was 450 meters. It would tragically kill 2 people and injure 11. So yeah. But now I want to move on to probably the part that a lot of you want to see is the EF4s and EF5s that have occurred in Europe. So let's take a look, shall we? Here's the EF4s and F4s. And once again, man, Germany and France. What is going on over there, man? But yeah, as you can see, you have F4s and EF4s that have occurred in France, Italy, looks like the Czech Republic, Poland, and up here by Germany, almost near the border with Denmark, Ukraine, Russia, Estonia, and Finland too. Let's check out this one in Finland. On July 11th, 1934, an F4 tornado would touch down in Finland. So yeah, that's crazy. Now let's check and see if we have any over here. Nope, none. And there's one up here just to the north of Kazakhstan. Here in Russia. June 18th, 2017, an F4 tornado would touch down in Russia. So yeah, that's crazy. We even have one that, ooh, it looks like it went, it looks like it went through Moscow. So let's check this out. June 29th, 1904, a F4 tornado looks like it went through Moscow. And the path length would be 63 kilometers and reach a width of 700 meters and kill 9 and injure 93. So yeah, let's check out this one in Ukraine. August 18th, 1969, an F4 tornado would strike Ukraine and be on the ground for 78 kilometers and reach a width of 800 meters. So yeah, that's another one. And it looks like there was even one that occurred up here in the Netherlands. Let's check this one out. September 12th, 1828, a F4 tornado would strike the Netherlands and tragically kill 2 people. And now let's check out this one over here in Germany that looks like it went through Cologne. Let's check this one out. August 7th, 1898, an F4 tornado would strike Germany and be on the ground for 38 kilometers, tragically kill 3 people and injure 100. And it looks like there's a It looks like there's maybe a couple over here that was kind of that was off to the far west of Switzerland, or on the far west side of Switzerland too. So near the border of France. But let's check this out real quick. Let's check this one out over here. On August 19th, 1890, a F4 tornado would strike Switzerland and grow and travel for 60 kilometers and reach a width of 1,000 meters and tragically kill 6 people. So yeah, before we go on, let's check out this tornado that occurred in this F4 tornado that occurred in southern Spain. It looks like it would occur, and to all my Spanish-speaking people who may watch this channel, please forgive me if I butcher this, but it looks like it would occur in this town called Cadiz on March 14th, 1671. So wow, over 300 years ago, a F4 tornado would strike Spain and be on the ground for 2.4 kilometers and reach a width of 500 meters and tragically kill 600 people? Wow. That is absolutely insane. It would be on, oh no, the path width was 500 meters and it would be on the ground for 2.4 kilometers. I apologize if I may have mixed those up, but yeah. This thing would try, hold on, I gotta zoom in a little bit. Dang, this thing wasn't on the ground for that long at all and it killed 600 people. Man, that is insane. I just gotta see that one more time. Man. It's one of those things when you see it, you're like, do my eyes deceive me, or is what I'm looking at, like, actually happening? Wow. Man. And there's even some that have occurred over here in southern France, and it looks like there was one that occurred here on down by the boot of Italy, like, over here. And I don't even want to try to pronounce this, so I apologize to all my Italian viewers. I just don't want to, because I do not want to butcher your town name. So it just occurred over here, and yeah, let's check this one out. On September 21st, 1891, an F4 tornado would travel 36.8 kilometers, reach a width of 800 meters, and tragically kill 250 people. So yeah. That's crazy stuff right there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's go check out one more random EF4 that's not in... That's because we've already discussed how France and Germany have crazy tornadoes. Let's go check out this one over here in Poland. This one over here. On July 20th, 1931, an F4 tornado would strike Poland. And it would be on the ground for 20 kilometers and tragically kill 6 and injure 100. So yeah, that's crazy. And now I'm going to show you the part of the video that you all have probably been waiting for. Drum roll, please. And as you can see, even F5 tornadoes occur in Europe as well. It's not just specifically exclusive just to the United States. So yeah. As you can see, we have a couple of F5 tornadoes that have occurred over here in Europe. We have one that occurred over here in Italy. We have one that occurred just to what looks like the south of Paris. And we have one that occurred up here in northern France. Looks like it was on the border of Belgium. So yeah. And then we have these two F5s that have occurred in Germany. One that occurred near Dresden, just to the west of Dresden. So yeah, let's check this one out. On April 23rd, 1800, a F5 tornado would strike Germany and be on the ground for 9.5 kilometers and have a width of 50 meters and tragically kill 5 people. And it looks like there was one that occurred just to the north of Berlin. So let's check this one out. June 29th, 1764, a F5 tornado would touch down in Germany and travel for 33 kilometers and travel for 33 kilometers and have a width of 800 meters and tragically kill 1 person and injure 3. Was this the Wojak Germany tornado? Hold on, let me see. Was this the Wojak? Yes, it was. The Wojak Germany tornado. Yep. And to all my German viewers, tut mir leid. I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. So, yeah. Tut mir leid. And we have one here. Did I already look at this one? I think I did. And yeah, as you can see, then there's even an F5 down here in France. Or, I'm sorry, I've said France and Germany so much that I'm just so used to saying it. But one down here in Italy. Let's check this one out. On July 24th, 1930, a F5 tornado would strike Italy. And an IF5. Because, yeah, an IF5. But the path length would be 36 kilometers, reach a width of 700 meters, tragically kill 21 and injure 102. So, yeah, that is absolutely scary to think that some of these occurred so long ago. And especially this one down here. Where was it at? I know there was... What was it? Was it down here? Where was it at? I know there was one. Let me see. Oh, no, that was the F4. I apologize. I'm sorry I got those confused. But, yeah. I hope this puts into perspective how a tornado can occur at any place. Well, I mean, if the environment is right, a tornado can occur at any place. It doesn't matter where. So I really hope this puts that into perspective for all of you. And to show you how crazy tornadoes can be. I mean, I'm going to put all of the tornadoes on at once, and I just want you to see it. This is how many tornadoes have occurred in Europe. Look at all of this. There's even some that have occurred in Iceland. So that's crazy too. There's some that have occurred in Denmark, Sweden, Norway, the United Kingdom, Scotland, Ireland. You know, there's some that have occurred in Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, Belarus, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Finland. And there's even some that have occurred in Belgium, the Netherlands, Sweden, Austria. So, I hope this really puts into perspective. And there's even some that have occurred in Greece here too. And it looks like there have been some that have been near Athens too. So yeah. There's some that have occurred in Georgia, Russia. Russia has had a lot of tornadoes. There have been some that have occurred in Ukraine. Like I said, even Spain and Portugal. And it looks like there's even been some around excuse me. It looks like there's even been some around Sicily too. So yeah. Crazy stuff, everybody. Crazy, crazy stuff. But I hope this puts into perspective, like I said a moment ago, of how if the environment is right, a tornado can occur anywhere. So, yeah. I just figured I would show you guys this just to show you something interesting and just to show you that violent tornadoes occur and that small tornadoes up to violent tornadoes occur everywhere in the world. Except for Antarctica and Alaska. And I don't even know why I said it. But yeah, Alaska has had a few tornadoes in its history, believe it or not. But yeah. And there have been quite a few violent tornadoes in China too. I'll have to make that into another video called Tornadoes in Asia as well. Or Violent Tornadoes in Asia. Because yeah, you'd be surprised at how many EF4s you're going to see over there in Asia. But yeah, specifically around China and Mongolia. But yeah, I hope you all learned something from this. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like this video and like the stuff that me and Mason create, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And to just comment what future videos you would like to see, everybody. But that's going to do it for this episode of Roaring Skies, everybody. I hope all of you have a great rest of your night or day or wherever you're watching this. And I will see you in the next one.